What's up, everybody? Tony Pizza Guy here, and I have two funny stories, and I thought they were funny enough that I would lump them together. The first story is about Hulk Hogan fighting a transgender, and the second story is about X-Pac splitting open his anus. Alright, so the first story, TMZ actually caught up with Hulk Hogan at the LAX airport, and they were asking about the transgender MMA fighter Fallon Fox. If you don't know anything about Fallon Fox, was born a man and is now a woman and wants to fight women in the UFC. But basically TMZ said, hey, MMA doesn't really know if they want to welcome Fallon into UFC. Would you welcome Fallon into MMA, into the wrestling ring, into TNA? And Hogan goes, who, her, him, her, him, her, I'll whoop him. And then Jimmy Hart goes and says, for the right price, we'll bring him in. So basically they're saying that if they could make a lot of money off Fallon Fox, put him in the TNA Impact, that would be kind of interesting, because I don't think there's really been a transgender wrestler, if I can recall. I mean, there's been a lot of risque gimmicks like Goldust and stuff like that, but nothing transgender. It'd be kind of crazy to see, like, bringing a transgender to go into the women's division that was formerly a man. It'd be cool. It'd be a good knockout storyline. I don't know if they would do it, but that's just the story right there. And the second story, X-Pac had an accident at an Indian event by doing the Bronco Buster, and that literally split open his butthole, his anus. Yes. Oh my God. He went for the Bronco Buster, his opponent moved out of the way, and X-Pac went flying crotch first into the ring post. He went to the hotel and was immediately taken to the hospital. He needed surgery. And he was hanging out with Ryan Shamrock, if you remember her, back in the WWF days. But she posted on Twitter. We don't know if there is a medical term for it, but he did a Bronco Buster last night and literally ripped. What am I trying to say? He ripped his ass apart. God, I can't even say that. Lost a lot of blood, had surgery this morning, and is on the road to recover. This is where the story gets funny. Believe it or not, this has happened to him once before. That is so funny. X-Pac splitting open his anus. Hulk Hogan fighting transgender. Jeez, I'm tongue-tied with all this weird stories going on. Anyway, guys, let me know which story you thought was funnier, and do you think that it would be interesting to see a transgender in wrestling? And do you think it sounds painful to get your anus ripped open? Anyway, guys, that is it. Tony Pizza Guy, frag out.